Daalaa sakwe ko kwake. Opipi okwa. Opiji okwa go ani gege. Shani wake ready.
Oh God.
Hey. Hey. All right, time check. It's few minutes past noon on a Friday. Yay! All I hear is turn up, turn up. And you know when it comes to that, we got you because ain't nobody like an eSplash party. Because when eSplash party. All right, but you trust us. You know we don't disappoint, right?
That's right. And you can say that again. We'll be easing you into the weekend by giving you loads of jollification.
Hey.
We just have to show love and gratitude to you and you and you for sticking with us throughout the week. Y'all are the real MVP.
And that's right. Gentle reminder, get your dancing shoes ready because with us, there is no dull moment, okay? Yes, so let's end this week with a bang. We all deserve it, right?
Yep.
We all of us deserve it.
That's right.
Okay. I'm even very glad that we started on that note. Like, oh, people, oh, go. That's the real one. You know, chop knock you.
You to collect.
You to chop knock.
Yeah.
All right, it's your homegirl right here. It's your girlfriend next door. It is the jewel in the crown. It is honey body. It is honey money. It is honey. Oh, okay. Hey, see, let me tell you. Today, because it's Friday, you can add honey. I know that you're looking for.
Because I'm eagerly waiting.
All right, you know what?
Man.
It's just okay. Anything you choose to call me, but make sure that
It's something sweet, something soft, something light.
Something light.
you know.
Just give them a sprinkle.
All right, guys, it is your girl Daalaa, a.k.a. the goddess of skills. Some of you call me the goddess or Daalaa la 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 la.
All right, now you already know my name. My name is Catherine, but y'all call me Lady Cath, her real hotness. Queen Cath, her real hotness. Kit Kat, Kitty, Kata, Kate, Ovika, Cruz. Let's go.
Oh, shit. More the wrong kitty kitty.
I like it. I like the energy.
Yes.
All right, so here's what we have lined up for you all today before we finish with all our names. We will be dishing out first the entertainment news, then checking out our celebrity birthdays for today, and also rewinding to this day in entertainment history.
That's right. We will be having a guest joining us today, after which Kitty Kata will be in charge of Socialville. One of us will then be showing gratitude on the Tweet Off segment, followed by the news recap.
And what's eSplash without Deleter 5? Well, today we will be talking about 5 ways to know a local restaurant with nice food, after which our second guest will be joining us. We'll then wrap it all up with today's Happiness is Free. All right, let's start the show right there.
Be loving you for this. Anytime I come your way, be like you there, Chris. Yes, now you be loving me for this. I'm the girl. Anytime I come your way, be like saying you there, Chris.
All right, Kez Daniel right there. Welcome back, guys. It is now time for the entertainment news, and kicking off our news stories today. Kim Kardashian unfollows Kanye West on Instagram. On another episode of Keeping Up with Kanye, Kim Kardashian has shocked everyone as she has hit the unfollow button, unfollowing her estranged husband Kanye West on social media app Instagram. Kanye, who during the week sent a truckload of flowers to Kim to celebrate Valentine's Day, promised not to harass his estranged wife's new boyfriend Pete Davidson again. But guess what? Kanye couldn't keep his promise. Kanye took to his Instagram page to share a clip of the comedian previously making fun of him on Saturday Night Live. The picture that was put up shows Pete wearing a cap that reads, "Make Kanye 2006 again," in a skit that made light of the rapper's friendship and support of former President Donald Trump, as well as him being off his meds. Kanye, who suffers bipolar disorder, however, captioned the post, in quote, "Hi Skeet, you got any more mental health jokes for me?" End of quote. In the second post, Kanye continued, and I quote, "This boy thought he could get away with performing this sketch for the team that wrote this for him. This is not harassment, this is payback." End of quote. We do not know right now if Kim unfollowing Kanye on Instagram was due to the fact that he couldn't keep to his promise. But one thing we know is that Pete Davidson is back on Instagram after his long hiatus. The SNL star has had a complicated relationship with social media and cited his mental health as the reason for originally deleting his Instagram in mid-2018. Pete Davidson is, however, following just 2 people, which are Kim Kardashian and actor Sebastian Stan, but he's yet to post any images since returning to the app. What do you guys think about this? Kimye Pete? Or
what I can say, all I can say is Kanye has always unfollowed and followed Kim and her sisters back, but this is like the first time Kim is unfollowing Kanye. So
yeah.
I guess she's serious about what she said, that she wants to move on. And I don't know, Kanye is just...
Are you guys going to talk about Pete Davidson?
Yeah, we're getting there.
Are you guys going to talk about...
there. Because this whole thing started with Kanye's rant, and ever since he nicknamed Pete Davidson Skitty, I mean Skits, or whatever, how he pronounces it, I don't know, because he hasn't even done... because he hasn't done a voice note for us to hear how he wants us to pronounce it. We can still pronounce it Skit or Skete or Sket. But anyhow, since he gave him that nickname, he's been dropping a lot of subs for him, been dissing him on social media, and even after promising, obviously, it's Kanye. Kanye can't keep his hands to himself. He can't keep his words to himself. So he had to go online again and say something, and I guess Kim is fed up with the whole thing.
Honeypot, your problem is with Pete? Is it?
See, let me tell you something. Do they know who Kanye West is? So if you know who Kanye West is, you don't want to mess with him. Well, let's see if you're a match, because you don't get. So I know that thing of, but look at what he's been doing. He's been doing a lot, and you expect me to keep quiet and not give like some subtle shades and all that. And this person is mad, and he's coming out to say that, see, do you have any more mental health anything for me? Do you have more? And all that. Everybody knows who Kanye is and what Kanye is capable of doing.
Yeah.
We all knew that before now. And I think that maybe if you don't want to be doing the back and forth thing with him, just ignore him. He might not keep quiet, but then I'm just saying, because I think that's just the way to go now, because this is not going to end.
But
see, every time we take this story, I say we are just starting. And we are just starting. Even with this today,
I think right now, Kanye is just going back into the past to dig for things, because this whole thing with Pete Davidson was back then when he was supporting Donald Trump as president. So that was how many years ago?
I know, right?
So Kanye has gone back to his being and he's digging.
So it's the way we all ignore the fact that Kanye sent a truckload of flowers to Kim in the middle of all this.
But you know, there was an ad that people were speculating that Pete did, and people were saying that this is about Kanye.
So I feel I feel like Pete also has his moments where, of course, he's not going to just let Kanye do what Kanye wants.
So that's what I'm saying.
So this Kim Ye in the Pete's Wahala, I don't feel like it's ending anytime soon.
It's not going to end.
It's not ending anytime soon. I think, let me just give you guys good advice. Just get a scoreboard and start putting scores. Because that's the only way.
Or you can go on like a Casper Joves type way and get like a stadium and put Pete and Kanye and give them gloves and let them box it out.
But who you bet on?
Kanye, sorry.
Okay.
Before, I don't want any, no, so that they will not say that I'm racist now. All right, so can we just move on already? Nick Cannon reveals why he wrote a song about ex-wife Mariah Carey. Just as many people speculated, the new song by Nick Cannon titled Alone was actually written about his ex-wife Mariah Carey. The television host made this known during his talk show, saying, "I dropped a song on Valentine's Day for all of the people out there who are alone on Valentine's Day. I did a song called Alone, and it sampled one of my favorite Mariah Carey songs, Love Takes Time." So I think people put the 2 and 2 together. They tried to say, everybody saying that this was my song to try to get Mariah back. Nick Cannon claimed it wasn't really about trying to get her back, but about taking accountability for how he treated her. He said, "I had probably the greatest situation with my dream girl, and I messed it up, to be honest and vulnerable. The song was not really about trying to get her back. It was taking ownership of what I did as a man and owning my flaws and expressing it through song." He then stated that getting back together with Mariah Carey is impossible, but he sees songwriting as a form of therapy. What do you
that
guys
stage
think?
in life when you know that stage in life when you think back, you look at everything that's happened, and then you're having regrets, and you're like, what if I just stayed?
I beg you.
Okay, I think the canon is just looking for attention.
I beg, please.
Because, I mean, you have too many children to focus on at the moment to
And then-
be worrying about Mariah Carey. And then if you say that it's impossible getting her back, then why are you wasting time going to go and sample song? Me, I've just said it.
And
Mariah
the baby
Carey
mamas.
should sue him and collect money from this.
No,
Yes, for copyright, true.
Because-
No, but for something it would have taken permission.
You
You can't
better,
just-
because
Yeah.
it's going to pay.
Hopefully, he did, but then...
No, they don't take things like that lightly there. No, you don't.
No, they don't.
You can't even post it. You can't even upload.
Haven't you seen people suing people for songs as far back as
I don't know.
2015, 2005?
I did not hear I collected permission to do this.
Oh, no, I don't have to say
Mariah
it.
has not come out to say that.
Maybe
Trust
she's
Mariah.
gone to the legal.
No.
But I'm just... So I like the fact that he's saying that he's taking ownership for knowing that he did something wrong and because of the way he treated her and all that. I'm completely fine with that. I have no issues, but like I don't even know why we cannot like this is.
Don't know why we're
It's
talking
like,
about
I'm
it.
not even, I saw it and I was like, what is this? I read shift already.
All right, guys, that is all we can take on the entertainment news. It is now time for celebrity birthday shout-outs. First on our list, in alphabetical order, we have Dr. Dre, who is 57 today. Dr. Dre is an iconic American rapper, record producer, entrepreneur, record executive, and actor. He was ranked number 56 on the list of 100 greatest artists of all time by Rolling Stone, as well as being the second richest figure in hip-hop as of 2018.
And then someone wants to change all of that by chopping all this money.
Happy birthday
Happy
to
birthday
Dr.
to him.
Dre. Did you see the video that has been making the rounds? So it's
Which
Snoop
one?
Dogg, Dr. Dre.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Then the one that they edited them as the Avengers, and then they now put their
that was
heads.
amazing.
Yeah, and that was because of the amazing.
That's
like,
right.
Very true.
That's right. Happy birthday to
birthday.
Dr. Dre.
All right, also celebrating today, E-Money is 40. E-Money is a Nigerian socialite and businessman who happens to be the CEO of 5 Star Music, which houses his elder brother and Nigerian singer Casey.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to him.
E-Money.
I actually love how himself and his brother Casey, how they relate, how
Yeah,
they're always out
their
there doing
love is
things
so sweet.
together. It is really amazing and it's inspiring to many people out there.
And
Happy
a lot
birthday.
of people don't even know that Casey
Yes.
is the older brother. I was talking to somebody lately and I said it and the person said, so if person don't get money,
As in, I am the younger
It's
one.
now you.
Hey.
Also, so that you're not going to be the youngest child for you.
And you are the first one, you.
Oh, my word. Happy birthday to E-Money. All right. We also have John Travolta, who is 68 today. John Travolta is an award-winning American actor, singer, and dancer who rose to fame during the 1970s. You might remember him for his roles in films like Pulp Fiction, Face Off, Wild Hogs, Hairspray, Bolt, among others.
happy birthday.
John Travolta for me. I don't know. I was not a fan. So John Travolta and
So are you a
Nicolas
fan? You
Cage.
said you were not a fan.
So now I like John Travolta,
Okay.
but Nicolas Cage, I'm still just like,
You know, there are some people that went there with some particular people in a movie.
yeah,
You don't see another person.
that's right.
It's only that one person they see. So,
Actually.
But anyways, happy birthday to him. Talented
Happy
actor.
birthday.
All right, Jill Santana is 40 today. The American rapper and recording artist is best known for his single, There It Go, the Whistle song, and for his feature on Cameron's 2002 singles, Oh Boy and Hey Ma, as well as Chris Brown's 2005 triple platinum single, Run It.
It's a whistle song for me.
You can run it, hey.
Yeah,
hey.
that one too. But it's also the whistle song for me. Even though I can't whistle.
Can you whistle?
I can't
No, I
whistle.
can't.
So wait, all
So
three
that's
of
why
us
it gets to
cannot
me.
whistle?
No,
I
I can't.
But I can roll my tongue.
That's your own talent.
So some people can't roll their tongue.
Wow. Okay. So those of you that can whistle out there. You're doing well. All right, we also have Jumoke George, who is a year older today. The Nigerian actress, movie producer, and filmmaker has been in the industry for over 4 decades, and she has featured in many movies, both the Yoruba and English parts of Nollywood.
Yeah, happy birthday,
Happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday.
Sometimes when you have pictures like this, you know, all made up and all that, you can hardly recognize people like
Yes.
you.
Well, that happens, but I mean, she's absolutely gorgeous.
That's right.
Yes,
All right,
Dave.
happy birthday. All right, we also have Matt Dillion, who is 58 today. He is an American actor and film director who made his feature film debut in Over the Edge in 1979. He has since starred in over 50 films till date.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
50 films.
That's what it's called being in the game for a while. 1979 is not being
OG before IG.
Do you understand?
Ah,
OG before Hollywood, Steph, because what?
Pioneers. Happy
Oh,
birthday
my
to
word.
him.
Happy birthday.
Happy
All right.
birthday.
Yoko Ono is 89 today. She is a Japanese multimedia artist, singer, songwriter, and peace activist. Her work also encompasses performance art, which she performs in both English and Japanese, and filmmaking. She was married to English singer-songwriter John Lennon of the Beatles from 1969 until his murder in 1980.
Oh.
Yoko Ono.
Yeah.
So it's the way she infuses Japanese and English. Like,
Yes, that's it.
is so for us that we're still trying to learn another language. It's actually nice to see like somebody be able to do that.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
happy
it takes a lot to learn a new language and understand it.
That's it.
Happy birthday to her.
All right, happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to everybody who is celebrating today. You are a sweetheart, and I hope that you have the best birthday possible today. All right, lots of love and kisses.
All right, so for a look at today's history lesson in entertainment, let's check this out.
Watch this.
Let's rewind. On this day in 1975 at the Second American Music Awards, Olivia Newton-John and John Denver win. And in 1986, anti-smoking ad airs for the first time on TV featuring Yul Brynner. He died of smoking-induced lung cancer on the 10th of October 1985. And in 1989, A Better Man, the single released by Clint Black. It went on to win the Billboard Song of the Year in 1989. And that's it on Rewind.
Watch this.
Yeah. All right, gosh, right there too, Baba. Okay. Now, getting here, we told you we have guests in the studio. Our first guest this afternoon is a graduate of mathematics and computer science from the University of Agriculture, Benue State. He is an R&B singer with a melodious vocal, and his recently released single seems to be making waves. Guys, welcome Mark Owi to the show.
And I was
Welcome to the show.
You're looking too sharp. I mean,
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so the very first thing I want to ask is, you know how you go to school and then you're like, oh, I want to study this, I want to study this. How the hell did you end up with
My sister.
mathematics and
Hey,
computer
God.
science?
Okay, you know, like you said, during our time, I mean, our time now,
Our window.
there's this thing like, you should be a doctor. You should be a how do I even put it now?
A lawyer,
Yeah, a lawyer. They just want you
engineer.
to have a name, right? To whatsoever you're doing. If you go to camp and come back and be like, I want to study, let me even use,
It's theater, that's so far.
no, theater is far. Okay, let's say, Daddy, I want to read mass communication. And they'll be like, do you want to waste my money?
Oh, wow.
So why don't you just why don't you just read a professional course? Everybody keeps pointing finger, not finding why the passion is the most important thing.
Yeah.
As to where you're comfortable, to why you want to go and have that thing called a certificate, so that it can be balanced when you
Word.
come out at the labor market to do your thing.
So that's
So,
not what you wanted to study. You just had to.
It happened. My own story, just balance, right? Because Okay, I think I applied for computer science, and in my school, you have to do mathematics, computer, and statistics together. Yeah, all honor together. And so from 200 level, you now have to now stay. Choose where you want to just belong. So at that point, 100 level, I was doing very well. All of them, computer, mathematics, and statistics. 200 level, I wasn't really doing well with the statistics, but I was really good with the maths, right? Don't be saying it's Abiamo. Don't get it wrong. So they judged by my, my result and performance. And so I had to just, let me just stay at this mathematics department. And I don't know, let me see if that's
I was asking because you studied that and then you're doing music, so.
Yeah.
Well, I actually worked in a bank before, so I will tell you.
Oh, wow.
At least the maths did not waste.
So that's,
Okay.
I'm quite good with calculation, a bit. You get
money,
money calculation.
All right,
so let's talk about your musical journey. I noticed that you started music as far back as 2015.
Yeah.
Long time ago. How did music start for you?
Secondary school, Port Harcourt, Esoto and Tijanis, anywhere you are, God bless you. I was this boy who had always had passion to do music, but I didn't have the, the mind of my own to come out, even as a child. So I was doing music from behind until I had to walk up to my teacher and be like, I want to be part of this. I want to be part of this choir. She was like, okay, start, sing. And then I sang. She was not really convinced, though. She said, okay, let me just go join choir master. Just come and be the choir master. Sure, you can do hand like this, Abi. So I started, I started as the choir master. And we won several competitions back then in school. And to tell you how it all ushered me into singing on my own was when they gave them a song to score. From the years of the air, a song like that. And they were really finding it very difficult. And this is what we use for morning devotion, like every morning, to get to everybody's turn, and we'll still sing the same thing. So it was like, then give monkey banana to chop. So unconsciously, I just sang. And she was like, who is a lie? Our choir master. Okay, let me tell you what's going to happen now. You lead this song, and when it gets to where they want to sing, you also lead them in. You usher them as well as your job, like a choir master. And so that's when we started. We sang this song on that day on stage. This song, we won, Field Baptist College. I can never forget. My principal ran out, held me, carried me on his shoulder. I was paraded like one champion. And so that's when I started music. It has never stopped. The zeal, power, the push, and energy has been up.
All right, so let's talk about your record label. So you have this record label that is a foreign record label or partnership. You have a partnership that. All right, so I want to talk about it and why that when there are so many record labels right here in Nigeria. And then again, with the record labels, that we've been hearing everywhere, how did you come about this? How are you handling it? How is it going?
Okay, I signed the partnership deal with OVM. OVM is Osas Vision Music. I've never seen a guy like that. He and his wife are the set of people that has changed my life. I don't know, but I'm a successful person. When I mean I am successful is when I look back to where I'm coming from, I'm no longer in that position as I used to be, though I'm not where I ought to be, but the story has changed. All right, so OVM saw me through a friend. They've got this kitchen, very close, CC Kitchen. Okay. So we go there to eat. And my taste bud is once I'm addicted to a particular vendor, you just see me there. So CC Kitchen was the beginning of OVM. CC Kitchen gave birth to OVM. And through my friend Sly, he came to Nigeria and wanted to just support his show. So we went for his event somewhere in Ikoyi. It's called Shapes of Ikoyi. Watched me perform. And then when he got back to London, he texted me and be like, guy, okay, I think you guys have a very good circle and you're much talented. So what do? I really want to go into an event. Please, can you help me come up with a record label name? I just want to help somebody.
Wow.
So I went back to work here. I did the logo. I designed the logo. I came up with the name. Yeah, OVM, Osas Vision Music. I used his name. And then he said, bro, guess what? I said, he said, OVM is signing you. You are the artist. So you are OVM. And then the next day, he sent me 3 million or thereabout. I said, go shoot your video first. Let's talk. Even before anything, Said, just do your thing. Be the OVM, drive this record label. I'm just going to be in UK. Just do your thing. It is you who wants to blow. When you fail, you fail. It is not me.
Yeah.
It is you. So it's a partnership deal. But I even find it much than a record label because I am the one who's driving everything. He's just my, sponsor, more like a big brother who, the owner of the company. He and his friend and partner as well are far in London.
Amazing.
So this is basically what it is,
Amazing,
So
amazing.
also to the wife as well, who did the whole connection and introduction, and also that's it.
Fantastic. All right, guys, we're going to go on a music break. You're going to check out Mark Always Music. And when we come back, he is still going to be here. Don't go anywhere. Hey. Love it. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. We still have Mark Always in the building. All right, so that video, you want to ask you about?
Yes, that video. Okay, so you took a break, came back, and then now you give us this. So that video, what was the inspiration behind it? Tell us about the videography, the shoot. Was it shot in Lagos? Where was it shot? The inspiration behind the video and the song itself.
I'd like to say thank you, God, for keeping me alive. First thing, because I remember on the day of the shoot, I was sick.
Wow.
When I mean sick, I had one serious migraine. I couldn't even control. Like, I had to take a break for like 2 hours, sleep on set. Wow. He woke me up and I continue, and all glory belongs to God. And this is it. The guy who shot it, his name is Kems, director Kems. He's done a couple of jobs lately. He shot Baddest Boy for Davido and Skibby. And he shot Medicine Girl for my J Will. And a couple of jobs, actually. So, well, about this song, people keep asking. It was just a freestyle of 9 minutes. I did not really write. I had done a job for SFH, Family Health and Society. So I just used the beat and came up with something. I said, okay, I'm not going to let this beat waste. Let me twist and tweak, and then probably just come with a storyline. Should I do a love song? Should I do a hold you, me and my partner kind of song? Or should I do something, around just, like a couple, just be with your partner? So, and I was lost somewhere in Abuja. It's called Gwarimpa, Lee's apartment with my friend and producer. The beat came up and we just started vibing. All of us, SO2 Chocho, Double G, everybody, we vibed and we named it Hold You. There was never Annabella anywhere. It's just,
Interesting stuff. Interesting. All right, so tell us, so what are the plans? We know that you're pushing music and all that.
Yeah, then you have, of course, your EP, Mark of Love.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Mark of Love dropped 2020. This is my very first project on that OVM, Osasvision Music, Hold You. A couple of days from now, I might be in London on the 25th for my tour, and then I'll be back to do my African tour as well, tagged along with some artists, and that might happen pretty soon. I'm hoping to get a very good feedback today on that. And then as soon as I'm back, I think I might be away when my second single would also drop. So it's basically just push, push, push. This year, I won't push. I don't tire to be upcoming now. You get. I want to come here and, as they be now.
Okay, quick one. Who would you like to work with?
Couple of them. First of all, my brother, Two-Face. Wandiko is my mentor. I love you anywhere you are. Brandy is my mentor. I love her anywhere she is. And just my friends, too, who are very, very good. Yeah. I mean, yet also, come out and do their stuff for people to know them. But I just want to work with everybody available. I know that it's...
All right, thank you so much, Mark Alwi, for coming on the show today. It's been so fantastic hearing from you. All right, that's it with our guest, our very first guest. We'll be back with Socialville after this time out. So do not even go anywhere.
All right, people, welcome to Socialville, which is time to get your daily dose of craziness happening on social media. All the dragging, all the fun, this is right here where it happens. So let's get right to it. Let's start with this one. At Jade Secret Papito says, I signed the attendance for you is a love language. I don't care.
It's true.
So, back in university or back in school, primary, university, everywhere, people used to have school boyfriend. And a school boyfriend, they always have you sign attendance. So if you're not around, Every photocopy handout, send you.
Call you when there's text.
God
Yeah,
bless
it's a
you,
love
you
language,
know.
actually.
So it's a love language. I don't care what you say, like this person says.
It's not a love language because something happened to me in school. Somebody that I was always getting seats for and we're always reading together. And then I would just hear gists, like everybody was carrying that this girl is, you know, pushing herself to you and all. Yeah. So it's not, let people define whatever thing they are. So it's not a love language.
It's not a love language, though. You have heard it.
Wow.
No.
Okay.
Wow.
I was too shocked. That was my gist.
Hey. And you know when they are saying your gist, you don't know it's your gist.
No, but it could have been your own love language that time. Like, you just thought it would be nice to...
No, I was just doing it. It's not my love language.
Now.
And now, no. See, there are some people are nice and naturally they just want to help.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
But to people see things in different ways, different strokes for different folks. Okay, so we have at Senior Man OA who says, as a Nigerian, you can't be tired of rice. You either eat it or starve. For me, I can be tired of rice. So there's Gary, there's Ebada, there are other things now.
Well, we shall know that every week you eat rice at least 4
once.
times. Eh?
Oh, 4 times.
At least 4 times.
Okay.
It's a staple, but then...
What?
I
You go
think
for a
some
wedding
people-
Saturday, you will eat rice. You will still eat rice in the office. You will eat rice in your house. That's already 3. Alone.
But I've not seen that person who does not even like rice. Like, oh, I don't eat rice. I've heard of beans, but I've not heard of rice.
Well, some people try to stay away from rice.
They
due to
try,
health
but
reasons.
I've not heard I don't eat rice.
I was talking to someone early this year, and he was telling me, do you notice the first time in a couple of months I haven't had rice? I said, how do you do it?
Wow.
As in,
So I understand
it
that
takes
thing of fit fam,
determination.
but I've never heard I don't eat rice.
No, this one is not even fit fam. Person is skinny, but it was like for health reasons. Carbohydrates, everything. Moving on, oh, Big Mama has got something for you. She says, my mom just changed her own SIM by herself. Women in tech. Please, if you insult her, this is a big deal. Like, do you know how much, if her mom didn't know how to change a SIM by herself as a woman in tech, do you know how much she'd have made from her mom? Do you know?
Actually,
do you
all
know?
those children that used to build their parents to do things that they can do for
Grandma, you know, to upgrade your Facebook, you have to pay 20,000.
It's actually a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
So, in fact,
At least we're very sure that they will not be calling you to say, hello, where is the, how do you? So women in tech, I agree.
All right, so this is a conversation between two people. Very short and straight to the point. So this person responds, says, do you feel anything for me? Asking a question. And then the other one says, I feel sorry for you. Wow.
It's a feeling. Sorry, it's a feeling.
You like the way you're feeling now?
Yes, it's a feeling.
It's a feeling.
I feel sorry for you.
So, at least breakfast has been avoided.
Of course.
And talking about food, Top Shotter says this is breakfast. Is it this kind of breakfast you want to be served? Then Bush Manaj says this is the type of greediness the Bible talks about. Okay, first of all, is greed. Secondly, this reminds me of somebody. Somebody that eats white rice and jollof rice.
No, it reminds me of me and Daalaa.
That one is not even bad.
But this one is even different. You know, this is jollof rice and chicken.
And Daalaa.
Wait, sorry, what is this?
I don't understand. Are you not see egusi, banana, jollof rice? Hello.
You know what your Robbie will call Jenkoku? Eat till you die.
No, but this is a buffet. You know, buffet you want to go 2 times. So you put everything at the same time. That's why you can come about such
in one plate.
Yes.
Well, Daalaa said it all. Please, let's just move on. So, the king has spoken. As King_Mubarak says, Mom, one of you guys should come and wash the dishes. My siblings and I are looking at each other. At this point, nobody wants to pay because the person that calls somebody's name is the one that will be called. You come here with your big head. You're calling somebody, come and wash. So everybody, done them and done for us.
So if they don't want to do it very well, all of you will now share it. Somebody will wash, somebody will rinse, somebody will go and arrange.
When you have people that have coconut head.
Well, it's by, I should know that this thing is by your age and gender in the house because when first daughter tells second daughter go and wash, second daughter cannot tell first son at the back go and wash. So you already know that you fall on your lap. You wash it. No time.
Hierarchy.
You understand?
All right, so the Coco, who is at the Akwa Ibom, says, the name is Coco. Just Coco, please. Don't call me Kokoma. I'll ignore you. Especially the indigenes that should know better on this platform. And then at _Val King responds, Don't mind them. Okokobioko. Oga, no, but
Second.
Na Kokoma. She said she don't want. She not thought say she don't want second.
But why does somebody
Nigerians,
trouble? People are annoying. That's the moral of the story. How can you call somebody Okokobioko?
So
from Koko, from to Kokoma to Okokobioko.
But you have to be very careful when naming your children because there is no how they get to school. You see bullies that will just change their names. Like,
that's why
there are some names that are very easy to change.
Me, I collected Sha, but
see,
it's okay. I didn't say
this is the only reason you see Funaya Chukwu as Naya.
Yeah, Naya, be Naya.
Naya. Then when you hear the full name, hey, come there. Okay, also, Advert Republic has got a message for y'all, and he says to all the ladies out there, if you find husband now, just go filling station.
I disagree.
Fuel scarcity.
I disagree. I agree and disagree. Because now when people go and fight with Jerry Khan, you now say, oh, this one has anger problem, cannot be my husband. Oh, look at this one, paying for 70K fuel. Wow, this might spec.
Then the one that, no, because this is where you know how your husband will solve the issues in the house. Maybe when there's fuel scarcity, he paid this guy 1K just to quickly get fuel for the house.
So you want
like,
husband that
no,
will be paying him back?
it's not about Egunja. You know, some people want problem solvers and some want patient men. And some want people that will stand up and fight for them.
Well, it's not I say it's true and it's also
How about going there to look for a wife?
And now that's where you will see wife too now.
Yes, because wife
I was in the queue on Saturday.
No, but they don't want wife that was buying fuel. They want wife that wanted to come and queue for like kerosene, so then they want to cook.
For the lantern that they used to clean again.
So at least they are sure that at least jollof rice will come out of this.
Please, me, I don't know where jollof rice is coming from, but me, I'm too busy. Yeah.
Daalaa, want yourself.
All this Scotch egg with eyelashes.
Want yourself this afternoon.
Please. Daalaa, we have moved on. So at Melanie _, says, I want to ask a question. This thing men do when they reply only the last part of your message, it's on purpose, right? And as Eze says, what's on purpose?
Oh, me, I've learned to do it as well. So now, if I ask you something and you not reply this, you reply the next thing, no problem. When you ask me something, I will reply the thing after. Then when you now put your hand and point up, I will now put my hand and point up. And I see this yesterday. I see this yesterday.
But what if the person did not see it?
Me too, I
did not see it now.
Why are you guys petting?
But we did not see it.
I didn't see it.
See, I cannot be swift to answer you, and you are giving me accounting 2 hours, 10 hours. No. Oh, wrong now. Wrong, please. See, you see, they're upset. This one is crying. Say, wrong. But that's actually not why. Let's find out what happened. So at Marina _ the Wangre says, when your boyfriend shouts at you, see you. You're crying, babe. But when your parents shout at you before me 007.
I think maybe years of them shouting and I knew. So boyfriend is still new. There's an explanation for this. Come on.
Okay. So Daalaa has explained that one. Please let us move on. At D _ says, restaurants will carry one soya man from the streets of Lebanon to come and pour kerosene on your steak so it can catch fire. And you can post on Instagram. Fiam! 63K limau.
But it's not a lie.
It's not a lie.
When you not see them doing salt, doing like this, you just say, that's in the like that's all like 50K.
It's not catch fire.
Before the fire will price. But
that's it.
But normal man they do them when they squeeze those their bottle.
Yes, but we don't cherish our own. That's the thing. We don't cherish our own. Let's just move on, I beg. So this bros at Senior Man OA appears once again, and he says, living alone is serious character development. If you don't wash your dirty dishes, that's where you will meet them. Don't feel like cooking or ordering out. If you don't know what it means your father will die of hunger.
But it's not a lie.
It's not a lie.
But it's not a lie.
So all those people that are enjoying the house, you're staying with your siblings and your family, you're saying, I want to move out, moving out, not be being when you're staying at home.
So please give me my garden already.
Don't worry, I go cut flowers.
No worry, Honeypot. We get different fine flowers.
I'll cut flowers.
We'll do bouquet for you after show.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, and it's a wrap on Social View for the week. Yes, meaning it's time to get into the second hour of the show too. We will be back with more fun, so keep it locked, baby. Welcome back.
All right, in case you didn't know already, this is eSplash, and we're just getting into the second half of today's fun-filled episode. It is now time to chew it off, and we'll love to end the week on some gratitude. Who's it gonna be?
It's me.
Okay.
Hello.
Is it
It's me.
You guys don't know the song you wanted.
No, there are two. Is it me you're looking
Don't say
for?
me,
And
this
it's
one,
me. And part one and part two. All are the same person. So, what am I grateful for? I'm grateful for life, and I'm grateful for social media.
Okay.
Because even though every day we see the negatives of social media, there are also positives to social media. I have a friend who learned how to knit during NYSC. She was posted to the East, and then she was just bored, joined them to learn how to knit, and she has been knitting, bought machine, came back to Lagos, didn't get a job, and she took it serious. And recently, she was listed on GQ South Africa as one of 4 fashion designers, African fashion designers to look out for.
Wow.
Thanks to social media. She was able to contact some celebrities, send things to them, and from there, her brand name went poof. So social media has its negatives and positives, and I'm very, very grateful for the positives of social media. The fact that it has helped so many people's businesses grow. It has helped people reach people that they would not be able to walk up to on a normal day or reach. And then it has also helped people build their confidence. The same way it has brought some people down. And then another thing with social media I feel people need to learn and take very serious is the fact that there will always be trolls. But when these trolls talk, look at what they are saying and pick out the 1 or 2 truths in it and work on it. These same trolls are the ones that, when you do better and you get there, they're the same people that will come to praise you. So I'm just grateful for the positives of social media, how it has helped businesses boom, how it has changed the lives of many people, how it has put people out there. And I'm just grateful for people who also know how to use social media in positive lights, which is why in recent times we see our celebrities keeping their lives private and all of that. So yes, I'm grateful for the positives of social media.
Yes, I am grateful for social media too, for the positive, the advantages and all that, because it's almost like some things are going into extinction. I think in some years, there are some things that will not even matter any longer because people sit down in their houses, in the comfort of their homes, and they are working. They don't even step out, and they are making money.
Yes.
You know, you don't have to go to an office like walls, like 4 walls like this called office and sit down and do. So many things are doing amazing. So many people are doing amazing things on social media. And yes, it's worth talking about. And talking about it like this will even, you know, make some people just know. You know, it gives them the awareness that there is something somewhere that they can actually utilize, and it will bring, you know, goodies their way.
Very
Yeah,
true.
I absolutely agree. The one place that I'll say that I maybe don't agree as much, you see these trolls.
No,
They will always be
there.
so you see that no, it's not even the always be there. I'm not taking advice from trolls.
No, I'm not. When I
If you come to me, because now they will just say yes, so let's continue trolling people. They will take something from it. No. If you come to me and say, oh, hi, I absolutely love you, I don't know if this is something that you can consider. That's not you trolling.
No,
that's you actually giving genuine advice.
Just,
but if you come and say, what is the, you better go on. I'm not going to listen to you.
No.
So that
is different.
So that they'll not, me, I cannot listen to true. That's my own. Anyways, but I agree with you. Social media actually has been very helpful. I know somebody that said to me that because of the NFTs, the non-fungible tokens now, he's an artist, and he was like, he sits down in his house, he creates amazing pictures, and then from the comfort of his home, he's making money. So a lot of people like that didn't have maybe customers before, like some people, all their customers are online.
Yes, very true.
All the customers are online. So I like the fact that it's just been able to give people a space to share, to create. It's just beautiful, really.
It is actually, it is, because, you know, there are a lot of people who are making it, and they are very, very okay. They are rich, So you can look into that. If you're a fraudster and you have been using your own internet online to do anything,
Very true.
So look into that and change your ways.
And then to those people, people have actually gotten legit jobs from social media. There are so many social media platforms that you can get jobs from. There are people that have done better things. So yes, I'm just grateful for the positives.
That's right.
I mean, look at Majimbo chilling with like the girl that always does.
Out, man.
Of course.
Let me do like this guy on Instagram. I moved.
I said, look at what's her name? Majimbo. That girl that way says, if you think I'm coming to your party early, we are joking. The one that's eating and like, look at her chilling like Beyonce, Rihanna, like she's on an international level just because she used social media the right way.
Look at Mariah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There are even people that just do silly things and post on Instagram or other social media platforms, even TikTok. And people just like it. And before you know it, brands are paying you to do silly things with your brand name.
Of course.
And then you become an influencer. So that's a lot of positive.
They are taking just from the professionals.
My sister. Let's not allow it.
All right. As promised, here is the recap of the entertainment news in case you missed it earlier.
Yep, we told you that Kim Kardashian unfollows Kanye West on Instagram. Craziness right there.
Crazy things are happening.
Happening.
All right. Nick Cannon reveals why he wrote a song about ex-wife Mariah Carey.
I'm not understanding.
All right, so we'll be back after this break with today's Daily Top 5. Stay here with us.
Hey, love it.
Eco right there. Yeah, I don't know why I'm just remembering the food from Socialville.
Oh, really?
Yeah, egusi, banana, jollof rice.
As in, and then I'm imagining it in that Squander video.
It's crazy. But I mean, hunger can make people eat food that is tasteless or too salty. But wouldn't it be better if you satisfy your hunger with well-prepared, tasty meals? It's not easy to identify where to get tasty and delicious meals in places you are not used to, especially when there is no restaurant in sight. But there are things to look out for. Let's help you with 5 ways to know a local restaurant with nice food. This is Daily Top 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch me.
All right, first way to identify that the food in the place go well is affordable and it smells good. People love to eat at bukas and mama puts because the food is affordable and within budget, unlike high-end restaurants with fixed prices. But if the food doesn't have a good aroma, nobody will be interested in the first place because the aroma keeps people coming back for more.
But there's this thing, aroma feel good.
Yeah,
Food,
food is not
taste.
That's right. I totally agree.
And you get food when don't get aroma. Where they get better thing.
That's right.
It's actually not like
there's food that has good aroma, has good taste.
And it's very good, yeah.
Yep, and it's nice when you find food like that smells nice and tastes nice.
And it's affordable.
Because there was one time that in this compound, you just come to work and then there will be specific jollof rice, the one that they cook with firewood, you know, and all that. And I had to ask around, they said, it's one woman, and also affordable that year. Oh my God, we had a nice time.
Wouldn't it be nice if you can just go there and say, give me 200, 100.
You get that kind of thing. All right, let's talk about the second one. Long queue or customers washing plates. This one, when you hear it, you know that it choke. Good food attracts a lot of people. So when you see a long queue of people at a buka or mama put waiting to buy food or fighting to be served first, there is obviously something about that food. You would even see some washing plates as they want to be served before their favorite dish gets sold out.
Yeah, I used to think that this was like, how will you go and be washing? Omo, I went to Ibadan, Amala Sky. Hey, the queue. See people holding plates from, and then you know that if you don't hold plates, you can be in front and there's no place. You know, you see people going and also plates.
So Ibadan is very, Ibadan is known for that. Way back, there was, I don't know whether that still exists, Iyakwe, Amala, Iyakwe, you know, different, so they have Sky, they have this, they have all more different. So yes, I can, but then going to wash place, when people start thinking that they have done something to that. Even when we hear stuff, there is one around this place that somebody was telling me that
Honeypot has refused to eat food from that place.
No,
she don't talk.
So everybody knows IBK, right? On this show. Ibuku that was telling me one time that Honeypot, I don't buy food from there because I did as if the thing is not enter my ears.
Honeypot don't talk more than 2 times.
I said, my Jesus is bigger than anything. I said to Ibuku, I said, if they did anything in it, I said, I collect only communion at work. In the church, I said, I have the blood of Jesus.
All people waiting for food on fire. Some bookers have some dishes that are very well prepared that it finishes as soon as it's available, and they always have to cook more. If you see people waiting for food on fire, that is either one of their best or sweetest dishes, and it obviously will be completely sold out before it even hits the cooler.
That's very true. Like, there's this place that we buy pounded yam. People always waiting for pounded yam. Why? Because once they do that pounded yam, before they do another one, finish.
It was that place in Yaba. What's the name of that place in Yaba that you come, just see big... Thank you.
Oh, White House.
Ha! They finished my money that year. They
White
finished
House.
my money that year.
Steady
What?
chopping amala.
Crazy.
All right, so let's move on. Loyal customers with special orders. Okay, so visiting a booker with people waiting to be attended to, and another person breezes in and is attended to almost immediately can be painful. But this happens mostly at bookers with sweet food, as their loyal customers have the numbers of the servers, so they order ahead.
Very correct. We are loyal
See,
customers.
if my phone should lost now, it's not my friends' numbers that will even pay me. All those my Oga, I said, good afternoon, please, I'm coming. Kindly prepare. So that when I get there, just thanks and God bless. We
and
move.
the people now looking at
Because I cannot be waiting. That queue is always very...
my sister, the preparation time.
Okay.
Very
All
sweet.
right, this one, crazy. I keep hearing about it, but I'll let you guys decide. Rude staff and presence of business owner. Any booker or mama put that sells very sweet food automatically has a lot of customers, and because of this, the staff is always rude. You hear what's like, if you go, others will come. Oh. The owner of the business is also always around, so they don't spoil his or her business. So I heard that, especially people that if the person is selling amala to you is not rude, that means the amala will not
It's
be
not sweet.
I heard that thing and I'm like, how?
Okay,
But
so,
it says all those women that will just like, hey, bring your plate. You don't
so
want no problem.
Let me tell you what to look out for. And some of them, another thing is they usually have uniform. Like all these primary school uniform or all these printed T-shirts. So when you see that first, you'll be like, okay, it's like there's coordination here. Then when they say, Auntie, I'm talking to you, how many meals do you? My dear, that food is sweet, so just comport yourself. Buy your food, don't get angry, and just go and eat.
I swear.
All right, wow, and that's it on Daily Top 5. Our second guest will be joining us pretty soon. Stay here with us.
Welcome back to the show, guys. If you are just joining us, you have missed quite a lot. But not to worry, our second guest today is here. He is a Nigerian-American singer-songwriter and instrumentalist whose music style has been described as eclectic because of how he can blend Afrofusion, R&B, with other elements of several genres. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have E Major in the building.
Yeah. Thank you.
Amazing having you here.
Thank you.
Well, let me
Thanks for
first start with why the name E Major?
E major. Well, the E stands for the E note, key in the music note.
All right.
Okay.
But also stands for my first name, Emeka.
Okay.
All right, so that's fantastic.
And then majors, I do it majorly. Also major key, major.
Okay.
Everything
All right,
I
so
do
I
is
see
major.
that you are a music person
Yes.
through and
And
through.
through.
And that is fantastic. You know, I read about you and I saw how you started, how you were in a band and you were the band lead.
Yes.
You know, you had flavor and another person, in the band and all of this. Interesting. I mean, and then you went to do gospel.
Acapella?
And then
Yeah.
you traveled, you left the country, you traveled.
Yes.
You did gospel and then you rebranded. And it's been a journey, actually.
Yes.
Like,
Right.
you really want to tell us about this journey and where you are at the moment and why you took the decision to actually rebrand. And then, just take us through the journey.
Well, and as you said, everything you said is, quite true, because I was in a band, Sound City Band to be precise, in Enugu State. We played around, toured around Port Harcourt, Lagos, playing for oil companies and stuff like that, right? So then Flavor that you spoke of, used to, he was, starting up, back then, So, but the point is, it's all about the music for me. So music, be it playing instrument, I play guitar, I play piano, or singing, or just being in a live band and just being able to create the atmosphere You know, it's something that I've always enjoyed, you know, doing. So it wasn't difficult for me to rebrand myself, you know, because if it has to do with music, well, I'm there. I want to do it. So that's pretty much that's pretty much it. So with the gospel, you know, again, I feel like it's a God's gift, right? That's given to me. So I give it back. I was singing in churches, you know. I led the choirs and did all that, right? But it's still, everything is all about the music. So now back that I'm doing the music I'm doing, I'm still cognizant of, you know, the type of image or imagery that I want to portray out there. I'm still cognizant of the words because, as you can see, it's all about inspirational, you know, uplifting music, you know, talking about mundane things of life, you know, health and wholeness, you know, pretty much. So I'm staying in that arena. I want to be talking about that.
All right, so from your single Nema,
Yes.
the first one you dropped after the whole rebranding and everything, I see you spoke about women and everything. What inspired it?
And the inspiration was my mom. And yeah, so just trying to depict, you know, and also the women in general, you know, because I feel like it's not being talked about. We're living in a man's world, as we all know, and we've come a long way to where we are today, you know, with everything else that's been going on. But it's been a long time. It should have been, you know, it should have been before now. That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah. But yet we still have a lot more ways to go, right? So I felt the need to pen that down, like, because my mom, I watched it firsthand, what she did and how she, multitasking, did all that I enumerated in the song, right? Just to help my dad out, you know, to help us grow, you know, even though we didn't really have it, right? So I watched her do all these things, you know, and she succeeded in doing all that. She never had a vacation, none of that stuff. Wow. So, and, you know, so I felt that, you know, it was necessary to just do that. And also to let it be like a springboard to, you know, bring up women, because beyond the four walls of marriage or beyond the four walls of taking care of your children, there are women in, you know, in a professional world, there are women as presidents and stuff like that. We cannot, you know, limit these things and start looking at, you know, women as second-class citizens and stuff and not giving them the accolades that they rightfully deserve, because that's really what's going on. You know, now we have women in the army and stuff like that. So the point is, you know, we give honor and respect to whom honor is due. That's really the reason why I had to pen that song down.
Okay. When are you running for president?
Because that's like a propaganda already.
Love that. So you have another song, Malugo.
Malugo, yes.
That has a completely different theme. What is that about?
Well, it's about struggle. I mean, it's about my story, actually. You know, going from, you know, in a situation that you feel like you're never going to make it, or people actually saying, well, you're never going to amount to anything. So it's Malugo, you know, the word, it's actually Mili Malugo, meaning the drench of an eagle, because an eagle is a representative of regal and, you know, beauty and strength. You know, that's why most countries, we have it in our flag, Nigerian flag. It's in pretty much all the countries' flag because of what it represents, right? But when the eagle gets drenched with water, it's supposed to, I mean, when you're drenched with water, nobody wants to go out in the rain, you know? So, but this drench of an eagle is actually going to make it better. So whatever you're going through right now, that it's supposed to be something that's going to make you better. You know, if you work hard, if you're persevering. I'm not talking about trying to make it fast or trying to do something, you know, nefarious to hurt somebody or whatever so you can make it fast. I'm talking about when you're dedicated, you're working hard, you're patient, you know, you're constantly, you know, honing your skill to get there. You are going to get there despite what people are saying against you or saying about you.
All right.
From a negative standpoint.
The song Malugo actually charted #1 in Ghana.
Yes.
YouTube music.
Yes, ma'am.
And he has 4 million views.
No doubt.
Streams, right?
Yes.
Streams, worldwide.
All right, so that's fantastic. I mean, how do you feel? I mean, what were those things that you put together? And it's actually trending on TikTok too.
Yes.
So you want to tell us about it? So, wait, Juju.
I wish. No, I don't. It's just, I mean, it's
I was just joking.
No, it's just, I think it's, you know, it's God's grace, you know, and, you know, a team effort. You know, I have a great team working, you know, behind me. Motion Major Records has been supporting, you know, with everything we're doing, getting the right people. If you have the right people and the right music, you know, and have it out the right time, have the right team, And then with God on your side, there's no, you can go anywhere, you know, you want to go because you're doing the right thing.
Very, very, very
So
true.
I'm sure when you saw all of that, you were excited because obviously you had a lot of expectations.
Yes.
Like, what were you expecting?
Well, I mean, for me, it was always been about the music, just and having my voice heard in terms of having those things lyrically that I want to put out there. That's really what it was always about. I can't tell you that I was really concerned about, you know, everything else or like all the glory and all that. It's about the message for me. So as long as I focus in that, you know, I'm fine. And I was really, you know, excited that the fact that it's, you know, it's really growing and it's doing all these things and people are calling me and sending me messages. Wow, this really spoke to me, you know, and that's what it was about. This spoke to me, you know, this is like my situation, you know, so yeah.
All right. Yeah, very inspirational. All right, we will go on a quick music break. And when we do get back, E Major will still be in the building. And ladies.
I think in the life I think before I was
Hey,
welcome back, people. We still have E Major right here in the building.
Yeah. So we just checked out his video.
Yes.
Absolutely love that. So I love songs that make me want to learn a different language.
very true.
Let me say that, because half the time you're not even sure what the person is saying, but I'm like, the melody is good, the lyrics are good, and everything just works. What was it like putting together that video?
Oh, it was incredible, incredible. The director, Dindo, was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And his whole team and all the cast, you know, were great. Ugeza, Jay Ugezas, and by the way, incredible man, you know, kind. CC, you know, Uti.
Yeah.
Was there. These guys were great, you know. And then White Money as well.
The White Money.
Yeah, so can't forget him. He'll kill me for that. So anyways, but, you know, it was great, you know, putting it together. Everyone pretty much did what they were supposed to do. And, you know, it was a good harmony relationship, just like the music, putting together different melodies and harmonies. So, yeah, we did it.
Let's talk about Enugu.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
WO4. All right, so I see that all of you artists from Enugu, you're always very, you know, proud.
Yes.
And then you talk about it and then you want to go back home and give this, you know, so that they can see that, you know, people from Enugu are doing great things and they can sing and all that. So I really like that thing that is going on. I mean, and then when you put together the songs and you have all the cultures, Igbo dressing and all of this in it. Fantastic. Well done. All right. So tell us about, you know, cashing out now, making money, especially when... because I see that this is very lucrative and people there don't even suffer. Even when they decide not to come to Lagos, like we know them. Yes. And, you know, there are these brands that, you know, they just focus on, you know, the states and, you know, they have certain drinks that, you know, they like down there and all that. So tell me, how has that been profitable for you as an artist, as a musician, as you know, an entertainer? How do you? I mean, look at, it was just December yesterday, and people made a lot of money, and they rested the whole of January, so they are just coming out for interview in February.
I don't know. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out how they do it, honestly. To be honest with you, you know, because, you know, it is, I guess all I can say, it is, it's innate, you know, with the people from Enugu, you know, Coast City, we kind of just vibe that way. You know, I don't think it's something that we all kind of talked about, like say, hey, this is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to represent, you know, across the globe and stuff like that. I think it's just, you know, growing up and everyone having similar upbringing, you know, with that. You know, that's really what kind of makes it. You know, we all watched the same TV shows. We all grew up, you know, with the same issues. We all went to the village, you know, during Christmas and stuff like that. We all have those relations and stuff. So I really think that's really what it is, really, at the end of the day. And we, you know, we're proud of it, you know. And I think everyone should be proud of where they're from.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
We all are.
Yeah. No doubt.
Okay, so you have an EP, you have an album.
Yes.
And what next? What else are we expecting from E Major?
Well, I do have the EP. The album is not yet because we have singles and collaborations that are coming up. Currently going to be working with Mastercraft. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why, you know, I'm here. So we're doing that. And then subsequently collaborations. We don't even know who it's going to be yet, but there's a lot of people, men and women. Man, if you ask me, Davido, man, Dave is my guy, you know, so anytime, you know, I'm hoping to do something with him, you know. But there's a lot of, you know, men and women, you know, that I respect and admire in the music industry that I would like to work with, you know. So it all depends on the, you know, Motion Major Records. Once the songs, you know, come out, you know, they're going to check out and see, you know, who do they think, who's best fit for this. You know, and that's what we're going to do. So, yeah.
I love that. Okay, so you said working with Mastercraft, that's why you're here. So people are going to be thinking, oh my God, he's probably not around. He just breathes in, breathes out. How are you balancing not being here and being here? Oh,
well, that's a good question. I mean, I'm here, I mean, all the time. It's just that, you know, I'm also, you know, an American, so I constantly shuffle back and forth, you know. Okay. So I, you know,
But you're
do
ready
both.
to put in the flight hours, like.
Oh, most definitely. I'm only a flight away, but I'm usually here, you know, for half of the year, you know. So that's pretty much it. Like, you know, pretty much every other Nigerian that have the ability to do that, you know, just travel out or whatever and spend 2-3 months or whatever, and then still get back here and do their thing. So, you know, I'm just doing mine on a, you know, a different level. So, yeah.
All right, let's talk about how, you know, Nigerians have put us on the map.
No doubt.
You know, on the world's map.
No doubt.
And we're doing fantastically well.
Yes, of
Sure.
Tell me how you feel about that. And, you know, how do you see yourself getting into this too? You know, because people are submitting their works to Grammy.
Right.
They are, you know, they're just showcasing their talent and eyes are opening.
That's
people
right.
are taking
very
certain
true.
routes that they did not even know about before.
That's right. That's right. You know what? I feel I'm very encouraged by that, but I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised because this is something that that's who we just because it's taken so long to actually notice us, and 419 and all those negative things have, you know, that they talked about us, so all the negative connotations that they said about us kind of, you know, shielded the truth about who we really are and the talents and, you know, the intelligence that, you know, Nigerians actually carry. You know, doesn't mean that, you know, it was only a matter of time that we see what's going on right now. And I'm saying I'm not surprised because when you go even as far back as history, when the slaves were brought to the Americas, so these slaves that, you know, and these music that we're talking about right now, I'm just saying that it's coming back to roots pretty much in a positive way. Because we are the ones, you know, those slaves that went out there in the Americas were the ones that created jazz, were the ones that created all these music that we're talking about, but we were never given the recognition and the respect that we're supposed to have been given. So now that we're receiving it, we shouldn't really be surprised because this is something that we have been doing. We brought it to the Americans.
We deserve the accolades.
We deserve that. And
Yes,
we're going to do a lot more than that. This is only the beginning.
Okay, so we're speaking about you working with Flavor back in the day.
Right.
Let's go back in time.
That's right.
So you used to work with, I don't know, back then, I think they used to call him King Eli, or was it Lord Eli?
Oh, Lord Eli. Yeah. Lord Eli. Yeah.
Now he's known as Two-Face Idibia.
That's right. That's right.
So how was it working with him back then, and then the evolution from Naji to Imajor? Guys, he used to be known as Naji.
Well, Naji is my last name, yes. And, you know, with Lord Eli, we were more of rivals back then, you know, because back then, you know, doing school shows and stuff like that, you know, and doing jingles, you know, for radio stations and TV stations and different businesses and stuff like that.
Nice.
You know, so he would do his own jingle, I'll do my own jingle, and we'll all try to see whose jingle is better. You know, I think he had one jingle called, "Can somebody get down?
Ooh.
I know you want to party.
Wow.
Can somebody get down?" And I heard that song, I'm like, whoa, what did that dude just do? I gotta do mine. You
So
know?
what did you do? So what did you do?
I did some ABS, you know, commercial that wasn't really flowing like that, man. So no, but that's what it was. It was competitive, you know. And until, you know, I left, you know, the country, you know. But yeah, you know, it was really competitive back then. And we would have school shows and stuff. We'd go out there, you know, perform, and, you know, girls would be like, yeah, you know, yeah.
Oh, my word.
Really
Thank you so much.
much,
Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Guys, that was E-Major. Make sure you check out his music. And, of course, show him some love when you see him around, all right? All right, guys, it is now time for us to go right into Happiness is Free.
is everything for me. The ginger, the synchronization. And then the guy in front, his energy.
No, his ginger was too
love,
much.
energy.
Ginger, plenty.
Man,
No.
vibes, energy, awesomeness. That's all we give you on this show, right? And that's why you're always staying glued to your TV. So thanks for staying tuned from Monday through till Friday. And it's the end of another week. We're about to get into the weekend. But want to say a big thank you for always staying tuned to the show. And the fun doesn't end here. No, you can always go to our social media platforms at TVC Connect on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And also do not forget the highlight shows tomorrow from 12 to 2 p.m. And obviously I didn't do this alone. My name is Lady Cath, Real Hotness. I did this with Daalaa la 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 and Onigege Shani wa Carey. It's been an amazing time. See you guys and next time. Bye for now.